right to Malibu and KCAL News reporter Laurie Perez, where sandbags and K-rails are everywhere tonight. Laurie?
Juan, that's right. It is easy to see why there is so much concern here with scenes like this one across the street from me. Just one spot of so many that the Palisades fire torched and left without any vegetation, grass, or shrubbery to hold down the rocks and dirt. They are trying to use that tarp to stop it from coming down and covering the road. PCH here. That is one issue. We also have video to show you of scorched hillsides behind homes. Houses that survived the fires and now are at extreme risk because of this rain and the possibility of mudslides. Wherever public works crews have been able to put up barriers, they have to protect houses and buildings. But with this particular storm and the chance of debris flow, there are also special concerns about the environment. So they are doing something new. They want to contain the runoff from all the homes and businesses that burned.
That we set up a system temporary of sandbags, K-rails, thousands of linear miles of K-rail, hundreds of thousands of sandbags, diverting, attempting to capture debris on the properties so they don't reach the streets. And then when we know it will reach the street, we're diverting those flows, first separating sediment from them so that what will occur is you will see sediment in the street, captured sitting in the street, keeping it from getting into our waterways and into the ocean in the Palisades area. This is the other component of our mission, is to protect the environment.
Now, the LA County Public Works Director emphasizes their first priority is to protect people, of course. They have contacted every resident in homes and buildings that are in the path of possible mudslides. But if those warnings are not enough, we know warnings and orders, evacuation warnings and orders, have already been announced for some areas around the Palisades fire zone. And we know that Malibu Canyon Road will be closed at midnight tonight. Topanga Canyon Road is already closed because they have so much concern about mudslides there, as we have seen in rainstorms in the past. We are live in Malibu tonight, where there is a lot to keep an eye on. Juan, back to you.
Thank you so much.
Now to Altadena, up to 5 inches of rain could fall tomorrow, and that could cause a lot of trouble in the burn scars there. KCAL's Gio Insignares live on the scene. Gio?
Susie, good evening to you. We're just off East Altadena Drive, and for the first time this evening, we're actually seeing a few raindrops finally start to come down, certainly that precursor to tomorrow. But here along the street, you can see behind us, it is stretching all the way downhill, and that's one of many concerns for residents in this area that we've been speaking with, some of whom are still living out of hotels that just come back to check in on their homes periodically and make sure that it's okay. This another thing to keep an eye on. But as we take you to video right now, actually, to show you in front of this home where we're standing. This is from earlier this evening. The water here at David and Kirsten Poole's home, much more visible. And that's because they tell us it was their pool that was being drained after filling up with ash, soot, other debris. You can see how that pool water was flowing down around the sheets of compost, sandbags lining the street in preparation for that hazardous waste runoff as a result of the incoming storm. But with rebuilding efforts still ongoing, of course, and so many people trying to get their lives back on track, families, neighbors, all of them a bit frustrated having to deal with another obstacle. With that said, they're also still trying to stay resilient.
This is a marathon, and so, you know, there's ups and downs, right? I mean, this isn't going to be, you know, the last rainstorm that comes through this.
Just pray that it's not as bad as they say it's going to be, right? I mean, hopefully everybody fares through it, and we will figure it out, right?
The family says they actually don't have flood insurance. They have fire insurance, and while they're thankful the house is still standing, it's incredibly stressful to now be worrying about the potential for rain and the damage that could cause. That's why they say they're trying to stay on top of any alerts when it comes to evacuation warnings or orders. It's a vigilance, by the way, that local officials are also emphasizing ahead of the rain.
Please, if evacuation orders are made, you already heard supervisors talk about it. Keep your safety in mind. They help to protect you and your loved ones from potential danger. Storms can bring sudden and severe conditions that make staying back home extremely risky. Do not take that chance.
And back out here live, giving you another look at the sandbags, other tools set up to help with the runoff. This is one of many spots we've seen across Altadena. The Poole family, by the way, during our conversation, actually received an alert from the sheriff's department on their phones saying deputies were going around warning residents of local mud debris flow risks as well. So we were keeping an eye on that, and we did see deputies doing that throughout the evening as well. So just another thing that they're going to stay vigilant on top of as this rain starts to come down ever so slightly this evening. But ultimately, they tell us, bracing for the worst and certainly hoping for the best. For now, reporting in Altadena, I'm Gio Insignares, KCAL News. I'll send it back to you guys.
So much to keep in mind tonight. Gio, thank you.